Hi, my name is Rebecca Simon, founder of the Lifestyle Company, and I'm so excited to bring you someone each week from our Lifestyle community. And this week we have someone absolutely amazing. You're going to get a lot of gold nuggets out of this YouTube video. We have an amazing, hugely successful seven-figure entrepreneur all the way over from, you're in Texas, are you, Andreas?
Yes, ma'am. San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas. Love it. And his name's not Kenley, his name's Andreas, and my name is Rebecca, not Michael Simon, but you know, we're just using the spouse's accounts. But so Andreas, I'm so excited to have you with us because you have had phenomenal success in your life. So tell us a little bit about you and what you do for a living.
Oh, geez, where did I start? So a little bit about me, you know, whenever I truly decided to change my life at the age of, it was March 13th, 2012. I was going to be 32 that year. So at 31 years old, I was tired of getting nowhere fast. And I realized that I was exactly in the spot I was, not because of anybody else or any outside influences or any kind of environmental things. It was because of all the choices that I had made in my life. And that was the day that I decided to get rid of all the bad choices and all the negative choices and just focus on becoming a better version of me. And en route to do that, working on my own personal growth, personal development. I didn't know what that was at that time, but that's what it ended up being. I was working on, you know, just being a better version of Andres. And when I decided to do that and made the conscious decision and completely rid myself of all the negative stuff, all the negativity, even the negative self-talk, doubt, fear, all that, is whenever I really started to go along a path I feel like was getting me closer and closer to where I was, where I belonged, you know, getting to where I was going to be doing something that I knew I was designed to do. Because I don't know about you guys, but at that age, I was lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know where I was going to be able to really add value. And I knew that I wanted to add value. I knew I wanted to help people. That's what I mean by add value. I wanted to help people. And doing that, little did I know, I was able to start attracting certain things into my life. And one of them was an opportunity right after I attracted the most beautiful woman in my life, who's now my wife. I'm married. It'll be 7 years in October. We have a beautiful girl that actually turns 3 next month, April 12th. Super excited about that. But, you know, all this that's here now was all because I changed my mindset and started making different choices and started believing in different things back in 2012. So I hope this is making sense. I hope I'm not losing anybody with this timeline here, but I was somebody who knew that I wanted more. So even after working on my growth, working on my personal development, I was still not where I knew I should be. I was working weekends, I was working holidays. I was happy, I was comfortable, but I still felt like there's something hot burning inside of me that's telling me like this is just a stepping stone. You're going to get catapulted quick. Like there's something more for you out there. There's something great that you're going to do. There's a lot of people you're going to be able to help. And with that belief system that I had, and with an open mind, an opportunity came into mine and my wife's life back in January of 2015. And the reason why I actually was a little open to it, because it was in the health and wellness space. I won't go much into detail other than that, but I was already familiar with how important nutrition and health and wellness was, because my dad was diagnosed with, you know, one of those crazy words. I guess I'll just say it. He was diagnosed with cancer. And that was at the beginning of 2014. So whenever he was diagnosed with that, I really wanted to help, and I really dove into the research of what I can do to help. And basically what my research led me to is, let me put great things into his body and let the body become the miracle, and let the body do what it's designed to do, which is fight off stuff, regulate stuff, and help. And in doing that, I started juicing him organic fruits and vegetables, giving him natural spring alkaline water with minerals in it, giving him natural oils, things like that. And I was able to, from one lab to the next lab, I was able to help my dad with the proper nutrition in his body. We didn't have a miracle juice. There was no super pill, we were able to help shrink a tumor that he had in his liver from a little bit bigger than golf ball size to pea size. So
Wow.
fast forward to this opportunity came in my life. It was a health and wellness space, and that's why I was open-minded to it. And the rest is, like they say, is history, because I'd worked on myself, my personal growth. That way I filled my own cup. That way I can pour into others. The vehicle that we chose in the health and wellness space allowed me to be sort of a coach, a mentor, and, you know, bring other people with me on this path of success. So, you know, 2015, we've been doing it now for going on 6 years, and it's been an absolute blessing. You know, we've made decent money doing it, really good money doing it, but it's not about the money for me. It's more importantly time. I want to be time rich. People can keep the gold, silver in the world. I want to have all the time in the world so I could be with my wife and my daughter every single day, which I've been able to do for the last 5.5 years. I love to golf. I love to fish. I've been able to do that every single day. And again, only because I worked on myself, but I also took advantage of an opportunity that had a vehicle in place to where I can add value to others. So
Absolutely.
that's a little bit about me. I'm on a path right now in a journey just to help others, you know, succeed in life and be successful.
Absolutely. And I mean, the success you've had has just, I mean, it blows me away. The things that you've achieved, the traveling you have done, and just, I guess that the life experience that you and your wife and now your little one are having, and more importantly, like you said, time is so important. And people look at you and they go, wow, Andreas, so lucky. That is amazing. Like, wow. And so that ride from where you were to the top, you know, it sounds amazing, and it sounds like, wow, I want to be like that guy. And it sounds easy to achieve, but, you know, going from A to B, it's not the smoothest process. And, you know, there's things that you've got to go through as an entrepreneur and a business owner. And, you know, you've got to ride those frustrations out. And so what are some of the frustrations, I guess, other people can relate to when you're trying to get your life from, I guess, A to B and going through that motion of becoming a successful entrepreneur?
So the biggest frustrations is there's two of them for me, actually. There's the self-doubt, which is number one, because let's face it, we're all human beings, and that always seems to creep up. We got to get really good. You know, you talk to very successful people at a high level, like the Michael Jordans or Kobe Bryants, they all had that, but they bounce back quicker than most people. They replace their negative thoughts with the positive. They don't even let negativity bother them, including their own self-talk. So that, and then just, you know, understanding that my mindset is, hey, this is easy. This is simple. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. That's the mindset I have, right? The reality is, like you said, there's challenges, but challenges, I embrace them. They're just opportunities for us to grow and get better. So knowing this, knowing I'm going to have challenges is what keeps me going. And as an entrepreneur, you need to keep going, because there's going to be so many challenges, even like things you never could even dream of becoming a challenge will become a challenge. So you just need to be able to adapt and keep moving forward and grow from each experience. The reason why most people fail is because the minute a challenge comes, you know, in their path, they want to stop. Oh, this isn't for me. This isn't for me. You know, God placed the vision up here in my mind, but you know what? This challenge is telling me that, no, it's not for me. God was wrong, or the creator, or whoever you believe in, right? When we have dreams, when we have visions, that means it's possible. There's no such thing as impossible. It's I'm possible, right? So I always say this because I love this concept from the book, The Traveler's Gift by Andy Andrews, where he talks about a committed heart versus an undecided heart. The problem is the majority of us, and I say us because I was an undecided heart for a really long time. And that's why I went in circles fast, and I would go and fall and then I'd be done. Go up, fall, and I'd be done, because I had an undecided heart. An undecided heart will find any reason why you can't be successful. Oh, well, I can't be successful because my hair is this color, or I can't be successful because, you know, I don't have daddy's money, or I can't be successful because of this, or I can't be successful because of that. But a decided heart, those are the ones that are victorious. You know, Dr. Napoleon Hill talks about this in Think and Grow Rich. that most people with a decided heart were the top successful people on the planet at the time he wrote his book. But the decided heart, they find a reason why they can be successful. So it's just the mindset. It's just perspective. It's just seeing, okay, you know what? I'm dealing with this challenge right now. I'm dealing with this obstacle right now. But so what? Somebody else dealt with that same obstacle. Actually, somebody else dealt with something even worse, and they overcame it and they championed it. And if they can do it, I can do it. And it's just that belief system. It's just having that confidence, but not just saying it, because anybody can say what they want to say. It's actually truly believing it, attaching the emotion within your soul, the way you feel it in your spine, like, man, I'm going to be victorious no matter what. I always tell myself, whatever I get into is going to be easy, because I'm going to do it over and over again till it becomes easy. There's going to be challenges. Absolutely, there's going to be challenges.
Yeah, it's, I mean, another analogy. It's like, you're just basically turning I should do something, or I would like to do something, into a must. Is it a should or is it a must in life? And then that helps you, I guess, taking action.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where people miss the boat.
Yeah.
Is the action part.
Yes.
Right? I think Jim Carrey said something like, you can't just sit in a corner and wish for a ham sandwich. You got to get up. You got to flow, because we're energy flows. So in order to create, in order to attract in your life, you got to flow, you got to move, you got to take the action. And that's where people fail miserably, because, unfortunately, we live in a society where we're programmed for lack of action. We're programmed for microwave success. And that's unfortunate. And it's designed that way just to keep everybody down, because if everybody's down, then nobody will have great ideas and start, capitalizing on it and giving a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Giving a lot of competition.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, if nothing worth it comes easy, but is it worth it? Absolutely. So I know that you purchased the Lifestyle Planner. I've got one here, the 2021 Lifestyle Planner. And how have you found the planner? Like, being a successful entrepreneur already, what is the biggest take from the planner that you've had?
Well, first, let me tell you, I got that planner and I opened it up and I was able to touch it. It was just so beautiful. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. But for me, the planner, I'm like, if you can go and find the most unorganized person in your life right now, I probably got that individual beat. And as an entrepreneur, you need to be organized, however you need to do it. So the planner for me is absolute gold. It helps me do not only, my monthly goals, but then it helps me break down my weekly goals that I can turn into daily goals, because you don't eat an elephant in one bite. It's one bite at a time. So I think it's truly important as an entrepreneur to have some sort of organization, because without it, you're going to end up doing a lot of busy work, but not work that's going to actually help you and your business grow. And that's what's most important in any business, is making sure you're exerting your energy in places that's going to help you and your business grow. Nothing else.
Absolutely. And, like they say, success has to come at a cost. But I truly believe that, like if, like you say, you're working and you're unorganized, and then something over here is suffering because of that. And so, but it doesn't have to, if you create that, the goals around all those 6 areas that we discussed, and, you can create a good level of balance in your life around relationships and connection and your family, and keeping on top of all the other things that need to get done, while still being successful and prioritizing. Like you said, it's so important to, have that in front of you, I guess. For me, knowing what I want and then going, okay, now making that happen. It's so easy to go hang out the washing or see some dust and go, oh, I'll just quickly go clean that, and get sidetracked. But when everything is so clear, and I find, you make it happen. You know what action you need to take.
And that's what most of us need, because a lot of us, for example, me before, I was like, well, I don't need to write down my goals. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that, because I got it up here. But like you said, we get sidetracked so easy, and I end up not being focused. And for some reason, it's like magic. When you write it down and it's there in front of you, and you're seeing it not only multiple times a day, every day of the week, you subconsciously already are agreeing with those goals and what you have written down, and you eventually achieve them, which is the beautiful thing. And it's why it's so important.
Yeah. So what advice, like I guess to finish up, what advice would you give to somebody watching this now who wants to become successful in life, in all areas of life? And, you know, they're at A now and they want to get to B. What advice would you give them?
So the first thing and foremost is mentorship. And when I say mentorship, that could just be reading books. Grow you, right? Grow you. Develop yourself. Even if you focus on making yourself 1% better each day. That's why I absolutely love the Lifestyler, because it comes with mentorship. It comes with coaching. For me, I would have paid 5-10 times as much as I did for the planner just for the coaching that I get from people that not only have been there, done that, but they bought the t-shirt twice. And I'm not the brightest Crayola in the box, so to speak. So I need to find people that are successful and learn from them, and learn not what to do, but also what not to do, right? You're supposed to learn from other people's mistakes. So if you want to be successful in any business, whatever it is, you need to make sure that you're growing yourself, but find a mentor. And like I said, it could be a book. It doesn't have to be a physical person, or a physical person, somebody that's done it. Take them to lunch, take them to dinner, treat them, right? And if you do that, along with the secret word that we already mentioned, take action, consistent action, not just, wow, I'm busting my butt for a week and then I'm going to chill for a month. No, you got to take consistent action all day, every day, all day, every day. If you want to have the lifestyle that most people don't have, you need to condense the work that most people do over their lifetime in a small frame. If you can condense that work that most people do stretched over, 50 years in a small, I know I'm probably scaring the bejesus out of some of you guys, but it's the truth. You don't have to you don't have to kill yourself, still make time. And that's why the planner is so important, because it's not just for business, it's your own personal goals, it's your fitness goals, your spiritual, your family goals, and things like that. So you need to make sure you're still adding all that in. But what I'm saying is, if you want to be successful, you truly want to be successful, you're going to put in a lot of action in a small period of time. And that's when the compound effect happens. And if you know what
I'll never forget, I was listening to you at an event once I went to, and you were up on the stage and you were speaking at this amazing event. And I remember you saying that, if go pick someone's brain of who is where you want to be, if you go take them out for a coffee and pick their brain, if it's finance advice you want, take finance advice of someone who is good at finance and has achieved what you want to achieve. If it's relationship advice, go speak to someone who has experienced great relationships and is happy. If you want business advice, take it off someone who's where you want to be and who's had that success. Don't listen to the ones who are not where you want to be. And that was the biggest thing for me. Oh, I don't know about you.
Oh my God. I'm so glad you added that, because so many of us, and I say us again, because I've been there, done that. I've been in that place to where I was taking advice. I was taking constructive criticism from people that never constructed anything in their life, which is crazy. I was taking advice from people who I loved, adored, and admired. Some of them successful, but they still didn't have the life that I wanted, meaning time freedom. They had money that their family would go on vacation with all the time while they slaved away at their job or their career. I do not take advice from people that don't have what you want, because if you take their advice, you're going to have exactly what they have. And if you don't want to have what they have, don't listen to them.
Yeah.
And that's where most people fail, because they let their brother, mother, uncle, cousins, somebody tell them, no, you can't start that business. You're crazy. You know how many people fail at that business? You can't do that. There's not enough customers. You can't do that. You can't. Well, guess what? I can't.
You did. Absolutely. And, people want to see people succeed, but they never want you to do better than them. It's like that mentality. And so as long as you understand that, the biggest key takeaway for me is just awareness. If you have awareness around all of that, then you will go out and you will have huge success.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be very careful who you listen to.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We've probably got a little bit longer than we normally do, but man, you are a wealth of knowledge, and I could sit here and just, you know, do like a half-hour episode. I must get you back on again. In fact, I'm going to get your wife on one day, because she is one phenomenal power woman who just seems to, you know, when you see a woman just doing stuff with her kids at the gym hardcore, and her body is insane and her strength, and then you see her as a power woman walking the stage achieving huge success, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that she's just amazing, and she's such an inspiration to so many other women out there that you can achieve it all. So I will get her on another episode of The Lifestyle at some point, because you two are the most amazing couple. You're truly inspirational to me and my husband. Obviously, we're very good friends outside of this as well, and it's been great catching up with you in Australia a year ago, I think it was. I think you made it back just before COVID as well.
Yeah, right in the nick of time.
Oh, it was crazy. And then we raced back to Fiji, and we got back here in time, and it was a crazy whirlwind experience, but it was so good to be able to be face to face with you. And like, you know, Mike and I just, you know, they say the average of the 5 people you hang around, and man, I thoroughly enjoy hanging around Mr. Andres Mendoza, amazing gentleman, amazing, hugely successful entrepreneur, doing wonderful things, changing people's lives globally. And yeah, so thank you so much, Andres, for jumping on this call today.
No, the pleasure was all mine. It's absolute honor to be on here with you. I highly respect you and your husband, Mr. Simon. You guys are, I consider you guys family. Love you guys to death. You truly are not only just inspiration and models in business, but in life, in partnership, in marriage, and everything. You know, everything that I look and want to be and want to do in life. You guys are a beautiful example of that. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being that for us. We love you guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you soon.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.